Yeah, peace. Yeah, let me start this by saying my affirmations to my ancestors, to the natures, the heavenly bodies, and to the source of creation who bring us into existence. In my culture, we call Musiki, the creator, Nkulu Nkulu. Today, I want to talk about time in the context of me as an African. You know, what is time and how we relate to it. In this time, I reckon we're living an illusion of time because we are not living according to how our ancestors reckon time. Let's start with looking at what time is. What is time? An ordinary man definition for me, someone like me, time is now, the past and the future. There's your formula for time. Yeah, because time is now. Now is going to go past. Now came from the future. So now is time. That's the first definition of time. And then we have the scientific definition of time. According to science, it's defined in an equation where distance is the speed of travel to a point and the time it takes to get there. So from that formula, you can get you can deduce that time is then distance divided by the speed. You know, what distance and what speed? It's the distance covered by light traveling at a speed of 100 and something called kilometers a second. You know, the distance it covers traveling at that speed. That's what time is, which is now, which is past, and which is the future. So that is time. So the purpose of this discussion is, as far as I'm concerned, we as Africans, we don't know what time it is. We have lost track of time. We are living someone's illusion of time. Our ancestors, well, let's get back to this. What time are we living now? Gregorian time. What is Gregorian time? It's time as decided by the Roman Empire, the popes. Julius Caesar, when he was conquering the world, he said, put me in the calendar. And same thing with Augustus Caesar when he was in power. He said, put me in the calendar. So you've got the months, July and August. So it's a political calendar we live under now. It's an equity business time frame worked out by Western countries and cultures based on the birth of a man in some tale. I'm speaking from an Africanist point of view. That is a different paradigm. So we are living someone's time as Africans. Why do I say this? Because of the simple reason that our ancestors, they reckoned or counted time based on the movement that was going on in the cosmos, in the universe. That is the constellations of stars, the family groups of stars that move in the cosmos right now. The movement of the sun, the movement of the moon, and the earth. From these motions, they were able to tell time, right? So I think I've briefly said what I have to say about time and why I think we as Africans, we don't know what time it is right now. It's not 2 o'clock. It's not Monday. It's not Friday. It's not Easter. It's all these things, right? Our time is based on the stars and the moon, and we have lost track of that. We need to get back to our time. Our time does not depend on the birth of the city of Rome, which is what we are living now. 2000 BC. BC what? What BC? Who's BC? Our ancestors, they used to date their time to the rising of the great star Soptet in the Nile Valley. If you're in the southern hemisphere, they base their time calendar on the rising of the morning star Nyamasasi. They call it Venus, the Greeks. In southern hemisphere, you know, it is Nyamasasi, the early morning star that determines our seasons. So, that said about time, we get back to the Great Zimbabwe.